Dear students, in the series of lectures on operation research, in the continuation of my last lecture on convex sets, we are doing the theorem today which states that every extreme point of the convex set of all the feasible solutions of the system Ax equal to b is a basic feasible solution and vice versa. So first of all, you understand the statement that every extreme point is a basic feasible solution and every basic feasible solution is an extreme point of the convex set of all feasible solutions of the equation. So first of all, we will take a basic feasible solution and prove it extreme point. So we come to the proof. Let Ax equal to b be a system of simultaneous equations with n variables and m equations. Also let x equal to x be 0 is a basic feasible solution of the system where xb is a vector of basic variables and 0 represent the vector of non-basic variables. Let b be the matrix corresponding to basic variable xb. Then Ax equal to b reduces to bxb equal to b because remaining variables are 0. Now we have to show that x equal to xb 0 is an extreme point of the convex set of feasible solutions. Now in order to prove this, we will assume that x is not an extreme point. Then in the set of feasible solution of Ax equal to b, by the definition of extreme point, there will exist two different points x1, x2, so that x equal to lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda x2, lambda greater than 0 less than 1, we give it number 1, equation number 1. Here we have not taken lambda equal to 0, lambda equal to 1 because x1 and x2 are different from x also. That is, x is not equal to 1 x1 and x is not equal to x2. Now let x1 equal to u1 v1, x2 equal to u2 v2. Substituting the values of x1, x2 in equation 1, we get xb0 equal to lambda u1 v1 plus 1 minus lambda u2 v2. Then by a simple vector addition, we can write right hand side lambda u1 plus 1 minus lambda u2, lambda v1 plus 1 minus lambda v2. Now comparing vectors, corresponding vectors, both the sides, we get 0 equal to lambda v1 plus 1 minus lambda v2 and 0 lambda is greater than 0 less than 1. Now in this case, we know that lambda is greater than 0, 1 minus lambda is greater than 0 and v1, v2 are also positive since these are basic variables. So the right hand side can become 0 only when v1 and v2 both are 0. That is, we can write x1 equal to u1 0, x2 equal to u2 0. Now x1, x2 are solutions of Ax equal to b. Therefore Ax1 equal to b, Ax2 equal to b, which will reduce to bu1 equal to b and bu2 equal to b because remaining variables are 0. So Ax equal to b equal to Ax1 equal to Ax2 equal to b, which implies that xb0 equal to u1 0 equal to u2 0. The three x1, x2, x are same because Ax equal to b, Ax1 equal to b, Ax2 is also equal to b. So we got the result that x equal to x1 equal to x2. It means there do not exist two different points other than x such that x can be expressed as a convex combination of 2 points, which implies that x is an extreme point. So what we have do, we have started with a basic feasible solution and we prove that it is an extreme point. Now conversely, we will take an extreme point and will prove it a basic feasible solution. So let us assume that x star equal to x1, x2, xn be an extreme point of the convex set of feasible solutions of the system of equations Ax equal to b. Now we have to show that x star is a basic feasible solution. Here to prove it, we have to show that vectors associated with non-zero variables are Li. A solution is a basic solution when the vectors associated with non-zero variables are Li. We know it by the definition of basic solution. So we have to prove that vectors associated with non-zero variables are Li. In a solution, there may be some variable 0, some may be non-zero. So firstly, we can take k non-zero variables. Then Ax star equal to sigma alpha I xi, I equal to 1 to k equal to b. Xi is greater than 0, where a equal to alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha k plus 1, alpha n means coefficient matrix. We give it equation number 3. Let us assume that vectors alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha k associated with these k variables are LD, linearly dependent. Then by the definition of LD, there must exist lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda k, and at least one of the lambda I should not be 0. So these parameters lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda k exist such that lambda 1 alpha 1 plus lambda 2 alpha 2 plus lambda k alpha k equal to 0, or we can write sigma lambda I alpha I varies from 1 to k equal to 0. We give this equation number 4. Now let us assume that mu equal to minimum of xi upon mod lambda I equal to 1 to k, and if we choose epsilon like greater than 0, less than mu, then we can get xi plus epsilon lambda I is greater than 0 and xi minus epsilon lambda I greater than 0 for every I. You can do it because by taking positive value of lambda I once and then negative value of lambda I. Okay. Now we define a vector lambda such that lambda equal to lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda k and remaining are 0. Let x1 equal to x star plus epsilon lambda number 6 and put the value of x stars. So we get x1 equal to x1 plus epsilon lambda 1, x2 plus epsilon lambda 2, xk plus epsilon lambda k. Similarly, we define a x2 equal to x star minus lambda I. It is number 7. So it can be written as xi minus epsilon lambda 1, x2 minus epsilon lambda 2, xk minus epsilon lambda k, remaining are 0. Clearly, as we have written in equation 5, every xi minus epsilon lambda is greater than 0. Every xi minus lambda epsilon lambda is greater than 0. So x1 and x2 are greater than equal to 0. And a lambda, what is a lambda? A lambda equal to sigma alpha I lambda I equal to 1 to k. It is given by equation number 4. You can see in equation number 4 sigma alpha I lambda I equal to 0. So a lambda equal to 0. Now we have taken that x1 and x2, 2 points, 2 sets are greater than equal to 0. If it satisfy the number of the system of equation, that when it will also become a feasible solution. So let us see what happens when we get ax1. So ax1 equal to alpha 1 x1 plus epsilon lambda 1 plus alpha 2 x2 plus epsilon 2, so on up to alpha k xk plus epsilon lambda k, which is equal to sigma alpha I xi, I varies from 1 to k, plus epsilon sigma alpha I lambda I equal to 1 to k, which is equal to b plus 0, which we have already proved. So ax1 equal to b. Similarly, we can get ax2 equal to b. It means x1 and x2 are feasible solutions of the system of equation. Again, x1 is not equal to x star and x2 is not equal to x star. Now from 6 and 7 we can write x star equal to 1 by 2 x1 plus x2, which is equal to 1 by 2 x1 plus 1 minus half x2, or lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda x2, which implies that x star is a convex combination of two different points x1 and x2. But it is a contradiction since we have assumed that x star is an extreme point. This is the definition of extreme point, and we have assumed that x star is an extreme point. Therefore, the assumption that alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha k are LD is not correct. So, alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha k are Li. Also, we know that only m vectors of matrix A can be Li, so k is less than equal to m. Hence, x star is a basic feasible solution of the system Ax equal to b. So, to prove this theorem, you first remember the definitions and then step by step study it. Okay, thank you.